Hi, welcome to Yoke's YouTube channel. I'm Liz Mathew, the regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Thanks for tuning in. We have been hearing a lot about Canadian immigration, people looking out for pathways in a particular field. So today we will be discussing about healthcare workers. If you are in the healthcare profession and you might be wondering which province is the best for me. If you are a person who is in the pathway to permanent residence or just beginning your journey towards permanent residence, say you just completed your studies looking for a work, which province you should settle down in and look for work. So this is going to give you a brief guideline, and we will be looking at which is the best federal pathway for healthcare workers, the best provinces for healthcare professionals, and the latest draws conducted in 2026 in those provinces. And to end it off, what are my final thoughts on the best strategy for permanent residence? So these are the things that we will be briefly looking out in this video. And if you are someone who is on the journey to permanent residence, please do watch this video till the end and let us know in the comment box what do you think and your suggestions, so we'll be able to create better Canadian immigration videos. So let's dive into the video. So getting started with the federal express entry healthcare category, and this is one of the strongest options in 2026 for the express entry healthcare and social services category. Yes, express entry does have a healthcare category, and these occupations continue to receive targeted invitations from IRCC. And the latest healthcare draw that happened was in February 20th, 2026. That's the date the last healthcare draw has happened, and 4,000 people have been invited, and CRS score was 467. So that's a really good score that was being invited. And now that we are in the month of June, yes, you might be thinking this was in February. Yes, it is quite some time since they have invited the last healthcare category draw in express entry. It is something that we are waiting for now that there has been a lot of proposed express entry changes. We're hoping that with the proposal changes coming up, more healthcare category draws could also happen. And there was also another special physician express entry draw that happened on February 19, 2025. And Canada held its first physician specific draw on that particular day, and 391 invitations were sent out, and CRS score of 169. That's a very low score that they have invited. So if you are someone who was outside Canada and a physician and had your express entry profile, you would have received your invitation in that draw. So this created something unique in that particular draw for doctors with Canadian work experience who were invited in that particular draw. And why a federal category express entry is one of the most common and popular is basically because no provincial nominations are required. The processing times are much faster. And also, healthcare is a priority category and low CRS score compared to general category draws. And looking at the provinces, moving on to provinces, you might be wondering, I'm in healthcare, which province should I settle down in, or which province should I work, or if I'm in a particular province, what are my chances? So the number one province at this time is Alberta. So now that we are in June 2026, just looking at the draws, what is the draw that has been invited in Alberta and the pathway? So Alberta is one of the best provincial option for healthcare people at this time. So basically, they have the dedicated healthcare pathway. They have the both express entry stream and the non-express entry stream for the Alberta healthcare pathway. And eligible occupations that fall under this are the registered nurses, physicians, pharmacists, physiotherapists, medical laboratory technologists, respiratory therapists, allied health professionals. So if you are under one of this, if you are working in any of these occupations, there is a good opportunity for you in this particular province. And looking at the draw, so on May 13, 2026, the dedicated healthcare pathway express entry, they had 61 invitations been sent out, and a minimum score of 57 was invited in the province of Alberta. And another draw under the non-express entry stream was also conducted on April 16, 2026. As you can see, they have been conducting draws, and it's fairly recent draws. So if you are in the province of Alberta and you do have a healthcare occupation experience, please do put in your profile and be ready so you get that invitation. And why Alberta is number one among the province? As I just mentioned, frequent draws, the cutoff score was low that they have invited, and the stream is basically just dedicated for healthcare. And there is a demand, and it is for both options, as I mentioned, express entry and non-express entry. Looking at the provincial routes, any other province you might be thinking, are they conducting healthcare draws? Another one is BC, British Columbia. British Columbia continues to prioritize healthcare occupation, and the BCPNP Health Authority stream remains one of the most attractive pathways. And this stream is designed for workers employed by the BC health authorities. So they had their latest health activity draw, and that was on June 2nd, 2026. Also, it is to be noted that BC did bring a new initiative under the Health Authority stream, where it targets people working in the cleaning and security positions in the rural and remote communities. Yes, we have dedicated and we have done a full video just on this topic, on this new initiative under the BCPNP Health Authority stream. We'll put that video in the description box, and please do go ahead and watch that video. It might be helpful for you. And up to 250 workers may benefit from this new initiative that I mentioned. And BC is very much attractive for healthcare workers as it is strongly in demand, and excellent opportunities for nurses and physicians, and direct pathway without registration competition. So this is a very good stream. So as I mentioned, the main two provinces are BC and Alberta that are conducting regular draws at this time under the healthcare profession and the express entry. We can even look at some of the provinces that do have healthcare people that are being invited, and one of them is the Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia continues to recruit healthcare workers, and the best are nurses, continuing care assistants, your healthcare aides, and physicians. An advantage of Nova Scotia is the Atlantic Immigration Program. They do offer the AIP program, and it's employer supported. So if you have an employer that's supporting you for the AIP, Nova Scotia is a better option for you, and lower competition and high demand. So this province is one among the AIP provinces. Another province that prioritizes healthcare is New Brunswick. So New Brunswick is experiencing healthcare worker shortage. And so the programs that are included in that is the AIP, Atlantic Immigration Program, and the New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program. And strong opportunities exist mainly for nurses, healthcare aides, and long-term care workers. Another province that still targets healthcare workers is Ontario. Yes, Ontario is going through a transition phase right now under the OINP, and we are still waiting on announcement from OINP in regards to how those transition phase is going to happen. Right before the announcement on May 29, 2026, yes, ONIP still sending out invitation to healthcare workers. So it is a province that do require healthcare workers, and they are actively promoting it. Let's hope and see that the new change would also do the same. So winding out on what was discussed in regards to healthcare workers, healthcare remains one of Canada's most favored sectors in 2026. If you're already working in healthcare, this may be one of the best opportunities in the years to obtain your permanent residence. I'm hoping that you have got a better idea of which province is better for you. If this video has been helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe. So we'll be able to help you out and bring out more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.